Pleasure to welcome His Excellency Mr. Abdel El-Sisi, President of Egypt. Your Excellency, you have the floor.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be with you here to deliberate on climate, the issue that affects us all. The most recent IPCC report indicated that enhancing climate action to reach the 1.5 degrees Celsius goal has become a necessity that cannot be delayed. In this context, I'll focus today on the following points. First, Egypt initiated several serious steps to implement a sustainable development model with addressing climate change and adapting to its negative impact at its start, with the goal of government-financed green projects reaching 50% of total projects by 2025 and 100% by 2030. For example, renewable energy constitutes today about 20% of Egypt's energy mix, with the aim of reaching 42% by 2035, in conjunction with rationalizing energy subsidies. In addition, Egypt is currently undergoing a shift to clean transport through expanding its metro network, laying out a new electric railway network, incentivizing the use of electric cars, as well as laying the needed infrastructure. Furthermore, several new sustainable smart cities are currently being developed. Canals are being lined all over the country. To finance these projects, Egypt just recently issued green bonds worth $750 million. And to put all these efforts into their proper institutional framework, Egypt's new National Climate Change Strategy 25 has just been finalized, paving the way to updating our NDCs in a manner that would make the policies, goals, and procedures therein supplementary to our development efforts and our COVID recovery plans, rather than hindering them. Second, as much as Egypt is cognizant of its commitments, it is also aware of the challenges faced by all developing countries. I would like here to emphasize on the fact that developing countries' ability to deliver on their climate change commitments is subject to the support these countries receive, especially with regards to climate finance, the cornerstone for our countries' ability to raise their ambitions and enhance their action in the context of the delicate balance of the Paris Agreement. This balance must be preserved to allow for all mitigation and adaptation efforts to move forward on equal footing. We remain concerned over the gap between available finance and the actual needs of developing countries, added to the challenge faced by our countries to access this finance. To this effect, it is imperative that developed countries fulfill their pledge to provide $100 billion annually to climate finance in developing countries, and we support the call by the UN Secretary General to designate no less than half of that finance to adaptation efforts, and the importance of starting consultations on the new post-2025 financial goal. Third, despite not being responsible for the current climate crisis, Africa faces its most negative economic, social, political, and security impacts. Nevertheless, African countries are an example of serious climate action insofar as its capabilities and the support it receives. To this effect, Egypt calls for a special treatment of the African continent under the Paris Agreement implementation with respect to its special circumstances and the numerous challenges it faces. Ladies and gentlemen, I am confident that the results of this summit will reflect our political commitment to addressing climate change and adapting to its negative impacts. I am also confident that this will resonate with our delegations as they embark on negotiating the issues on the session's agenda, motivating them to reach positive results. I would also like to welcome the Glasgow Breakthrough Agenda and the reports it will produce, and reiterate our support to the British presidency of COP26. We intend to work with the UK in the weeks and months ahead, leading to COP27, which we look forward to host on behalf of the African continent in Egypt. We will work throughout our presidency towards enhancing global climate action and reaching the goals of the Paris Agreement for the benefit of the people of Africa and the entire world. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. It is my pleasure to welcome His Excellency Mr. Stevo Pendarovski,